King Darius the Mede was a king and a wonder. His eyes was proud, and his voice was thunder. He kept bad lions in a monstrous den. But you know what? He also fed these lions on Christian men. How come? In this same kingdom where Darius the Mede is ruling, there is also another Christian man called Daniel. Daniel was the chief. You see Daniel. He is the chief hired servant of that land. He stirred up the jars in the palace band. He whitewashed the cellar. He also shoveled in the coal. But there's a difference. Why is it that he's not being fed to the lions? The difference is this. Daniel kept praying, Lord, save my soul. Daniel kept praying, Lord, save my soul. He prayed earnestly, Lord, save my soul. There is a power in prayer. There is power. There is what prayer can do for you that you cannot do for yourself. This same Daniel was a butler. He's the swagger and the swear in that same palace. He will run up the stairs. He will answer the bell of whoever that is ringing. He will let in whoever that is calling. Send so holy, scam so appalling. Old man Ahab, he will leave his card for Daniel. Daniel is the one who is taking charge of it. Elisha and the Bias, they will all come and waiting in the yard. All for Daniel to answer. Here comes Pharaoh. You know, Pharaoh likes snakes. Whenever Pharaoh comes to visit Darius, the first point of contact is who? Daniel. Ken and his wife will come, is Daniel. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these are his three friends. Whenever they will come, Daniel will serve them tea. It's the same Daniel. Jonah and his whale, and even the sea, his story of how he navigated the whale and the sea. When he comes to the palace to talk to Darius, who will he see? Is Daniel. St. Peter and his fishing pole, when they come to the palace, who are they going to meet first? Is Daniel. Daniel is executing his job. Judas and his silver, they are all calling. Who are they calling? They are calling on Daniel. Here comes Beelzebub are calling. But one thing remains. One thing remains. In all this running around that Daniel is doing, he kept praying, Lord, save my soul. Daniel kept praying, Lord, save my soul. He kept that prayer, Lord, save my soul. So the two important people in Daniel's life, they are Christian and they are also meek. What's their work? They wash and iron for Darius every week. One Thursday, after doing their due diligence, Darius met them at the door. He paid them as usual, paid them for washing and ironing for him. And he said to them, your Daniel is a dead little pigeon. And Darius, at that moment, he showed them Daniel in a lion's cage. Daniel standing quietly, and the lions in a rage, they want to eat. Because now they've not put him in the cage, in the den. He's still in a cage that they will throw him in. That's where he is. And his good old mother cried, Lord, save him. You know, these now two prayers. You see, two is better than one. Daniel has been praying, Lord, save my soul. Now his mother have joined, Lord, save him. And you think God will not answer. There is power in prayer. Then his sweetheart, that's his wife, he said, Lord, save him. It's now three people. And the scripture told us that a 3-foot cord is not easily broken. But there is something about the sweetheart's prayer. That's Daniel's wife, his wife's prayer. The writer of the poem did not just mention the wife's prayer. He mentioned another thing that is in consonance with the wife. You know, the whole palace, they know his wife. They know Daniel's wife. They know him as a lily in the dew. He's a beautiful woman. She was as sweet as an apple on a tree. And she was as fine as a melon on a cornfield, gliding and lovely as a ship on a sea. And she prayed. She prayed another prayer. Added with Lord save him. Say, Lord, send Gabriel. Send Gabriel. Send Gabriel. But King Darius said to the lions, bite Daniel. The lions roared. They keep charging at Daniel. But one thing remains, surprising. Daniel did not frown. He did not cry. He kept on looking at the sky. The scripture says, I will look up to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. Daniel understood this. So he kept looking at the sky. And one thing happened. The Lord sent Gabriel. He said, go and chain down the lions. And after all these things happened, they threw Daniel into the den. The lions kept mute. They didn't bite, even after charging. The king was surprised. He ordered Daniel out and he gave Daniel back his job. I will leave you with all other stories joining this. But one thing is certain, there is power in prayer. There is power in prayer. There is enormous power in prayer. The more you give time to prayer, the more you see situations change. And the more you see yourself change concerning the situations.